Returns probably can't stay as high as they have
further
for the last
assets
few
bought
years.
at the right time.
Not only
Very
that,
the biggest control, the biggest challenge is to find the right people.
London has long been a magnet for the world's super-rich, and nowhere is that better reflected than in the homes bought by the international jet set. But even by the city's own unique standards, the level of activity in its luxury residential market appears to be almost unprecedented, says agent Stephen Miles-Brown of Knight Frank.
It's probably the busiest I've ever seen it in 25 years at the top end of the market. And that's dominated by a lot of Russian purchases, a lot of Irish purchases, and people from, as I said, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and every other stan coming here, and they're very good people. They have lots of money to spend, and there's a supply and demand problem here in that we're as fast as we can build large expensive flats, they're being snapped up.
Which is great if you have flats to sell, but it's making competition for development sites in the city more intense by the day, says developer Richard Davis of SC Management and Oakmain.
It is incredibly difficult to secure the sites. Partially because of obviously the planning situation, the lack of good stock of sites in London, the amount of sort of money that's been flowing into the market from abroad, from investors, etc., has also made it incredibly competitive, and extremely full prices have been paid for sites.
But are those full prices becoming downright silly? Christian Candies and the state of Qatar's £900 million purchase of the 13-acre Chelsea Barracks, a property that had a £250 million guide price, is a sign the sector is becoming almost too hot to handle for many investors and developers.
It is phenomenal, the amount of money that's being paid for certain sites, and you do wonder how some people can obviously make those particular figures work. But obviously you need to have the vision and know what sort of quality product you're going to put in that particular development to make your values sort of come on stream, if you like, and I think the prices can be justified on that basis.
I think it all depends where you come from, really. If you're a sovereign state, an oil-rich state, and you can afford it, you can take a long-term view. So the Arab purchasers, if we're talking about that, have traditionally bought large chunks of property in Mayfair and Knightsbridge and Belgravia. And they take a long-term view.
With that long-term view comes very deep pockets, and for now there seems little chance of the market slowing.
London and the super prime areas of London are different, and they operate to a different dynamic because there are a lot of people chasing a small amount of property. So whether it would be One Hyde Park or Chelsea Barracks or the Knightsbridge or any of these large, impressive, expensive schemes, there aren't that many, and there are a lot more wealthy people coming into the UK and into London than we've ever seen before.
And as long as the super rich keep coming, expect values in London's luxury residential sector to keep rising. Paul Yandall, EGTV.